I'm Joe Beyer, one of the partners at Built. I came on board when the company was 5 years old and they had just had their first $1 million year. The three brothers, Brian had most of the technical knowledge of woodworking. Mike had the trucking background on the facility, and I had a sales background. Mike saw an opportunity in getting into pre-hung doors, which were a fairly new concept in the early 80s. A lot of the contractors were still machining their doors on site, and then they set up a shop in one of the truck garages, and they basically got the pre-hung operation going. Brian would deliver doors during the day while Mike was hauling cattle, and at night they'd build doors, and the next day Brian would deliver those doors. We only knew how to get it out the next day, and we weren't that busy that we couldn't. We were a little different and of course smaller, so we were able to do that easily. Next day delivery is really what has given us the advantage in the market, and we realize that, and so even today, which is 20-some years later, we still take orders for doors as late as 3 or 4 in the afternoon and still have them on the truck the next day. The trucking part of the business has been very natural to us because it's a business that goes back to the days of my grandfather when he hauled drayage with a horse-drawn wagon from the Sioux line when it came through town. We delivered our product on little fifth-wheel trailers behind pickups. Mike was always drooling over these truck magazines, and I remember walking by his office and saying, geez, I hate to be the one to tell him, but we'll probably never have a semi again because it just doesn't work with what we do. These little trucks work so well. And then it wasn't too many years after that that he finagled a way of getting a big truck on the premises again. And my dad was so proud. It was just a brand new Kenworth. I mean, God, he thought that he'd died and gone to heaven. And fortunately, he was still alive to see that happen. And if he saw the fleet today, I know he'd turn over in his grave. He became quite a father figure to a lot of the people that worked here, and they're very endearing to a lot of them. As we've grown, we've come to learn to listen to our customers, and we like to bring customers in and tour our facility, and we learn a lot when we do. Not only do they see what it takes to get an order of doors out for them on the next day, we ask a lot of questions and they offer suggestions, so we both learn from each other. If you asked our customers, our customer service team down there, I think, will be the #1 thing you hear over and over about Built. We want to train these people to do as good a job as they can and give them all the tools they need to succeed. And so we put a lot of emphasis on training our people. Customers don't feel like they have to have one specific person they talk to, that anybody that picks up the phone can answer their question. They come to rely on us and know that we have the product on hand and their order is going to be complete when they get it. We always try to meet their expectations or exceed their expectations. And if it falls short of that, they know that we'll be there and fix it.